Saw the movie last night and he came out and he had his AAA card making sure that if there was any problems he was set.
And welcome back, and we're back with Jennifer Love Hewitt. Hello.
Hello.
And one of the things I wanted to ask you is to explain your character for
Okay.
people.
Julie James is your typical all-American girl. You know, she's has a big heart. She's incredibly smart. You know, wants to be a big shot lawyer one day. Is looking forward to going off to college. Head over heels in love with her boyfriend Ray. You know, adores her best friend Helen. Gets along okay with Helen's boyfriend Barry, because he's kind of ruckish and loud and crude sometimes, so she's not really sure what she thinks about him. And she, you know, has all these big plans in her life until the night on the road when they hit this man, and she is kind of peer pressured into changing her morals and her beliefs and dumping him in the water and completely forgetting about it. She comes back a year later and she has no ambitions at all, you know, could care less, really doesn't want to see any of these people ever again, because they represent something for her that was a wrong decision and that changed her life forever. And is forced to see them again because she's not going to go through it alone when she receives the letter. And then through that becomes this strong sort of woman that is independent and becomes her own and is able to kind of face this guy when no one else can. And so she goes through a lot.
Yeah, it looked like you really enjoyed doing the movie. How was it with the other actors?
It was great. It was great. We had a really good time, and all of us got really close. And you know, it was it's weird when you're stuck in a place that you've never been before and that you don't live all the time, North Carolina. You know, and you don't really have any other friends. You kind of have to depend on each other. So our relationship became very much like the relationships in the movie. We were all really close, you know, and we all had to help each other get through the long nights of filming and all of that stuff. So.
I see you have a lot of things doing. You're accomplished singer.
Yes.
You got your third CD out now.
Yes.
And also, I noticed too that you were in house arrest. Jamie Lee Curtis, of course, you know, she started out in horror movies and worked on. How do you feel about Jamie Lee when you worked with her on that set?
She is one of the most remarkable, unbelievable women I've ever met in my life. She is a big role model for me in a lot of ways. Just from working with her and seeing how she handles people, how she deals with them. She's very kind and gentle always, no matter how tired or whatever's going on in her life. She works incredibly hard. She's so talented. She's beautiful, graceful. Couldn't say enough wonderful things about her. She was actually filming her new film in North Carolina at the same time that we were, and I saw her at the sound stages, and she came over, and she's like, "So you're doing a horror film?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I'm very proud of you. This is great." And she came by and gave me a big hug every day and stuff. So I got to see her a lot while we were there, and it was great.
Yeah, I'm a big Jamie Lee fan.
I adore her. I adore her.
How
yes.
Yeah. How was it like working with the director of the movie?
Jim is unbelievable. He is the best director I've ever worked with. As a person, he has the kindest, gentlest, sweetest soul. And as a director, he is more creative than anybody I've ever seen. You could make up a question that had nothing to do with the character, and he would somehow be able to relate it to your character and answer it for you. He's incredible and a wonderful, wonderful man. I think the world of him.
Okay, my last question is, do you have anything else planned, movie-wise?
I'm actually getting ready to start November 3rd, a new film called The Party for Columbia TriStar. I have a small role in that, but it's a good character. It's a character I've never really played before. She's kind of the dream girl for this guy, and they're going to give me long hair down to here, and I'll look much different. And so I'm getting ready to start that in November while doing Party of 5. So,
yeah, that's another thing. I want to say I enjoyed seeing Party of 5.
Thanks very much.
I watch it Wednesday where we're from. So.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, and you're watching Sci-Fi Horror Movie Review Show.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.
It's